Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Bienvenidos a mi canal. Welcome back. What's up? Thank you for coming to see me again. Happy Sunday, or whenever it is you see this. I hope you had a wonderful, relaxing day. I stayed home today because rest, because my body, because wellness. All right. So if you do not recognize this face, my name is Latrice, and this is Faith by Latrice, where faith is the muscle we exercise around here. Alrighty, let's get into it. No dilly-dallying. Today, I was reading the book, The Bondage Breaker, again. Like I told y'all, I'm reading this book. And this book, like I said, it mainly focuses on spiritual attacks. And the section I'm on is talking about ways to respond to mental assaults. That term in itself, mental assault, a mental assault. What is an assault? Because words mean things. It is to make a physical attack on or a concerted attempt to do something demanding. There's a demand on your mental. There's an attack on your mind, right? So it gives us 3 ways to respond to mental assaults. Excuse me. And particularly this one is talking about, like I said, it's talking about spiritual attacks. And the man who wrote this book is a Christian. So it's talking about like the enemy, Satan, devil, Lucifer, Lucy, whatever you want to call him. The attacks mainly coming from him, right? Okay, sorry, that's all. Okay, so it has 3 different ways, right? And so I wrote them like general so people get it, because you can apply it to any kinds of, whatever. The first one, déjame decirles, okay? Number 1 is renouncing the attack or attacker and professing your belief. So renouncing, I should have got the definition of that right now, but should I do that because words mean things, or to bring it down? I believe renouncing is to bring it down, to pull it down, to take it out of its position, right? I feel like I'm close, but so renouncing something, renouncing the attack or the attacker, and professing that's out of your mouth, saying it, right? Professing your belief. So particularly this one said, I renounce you, Satan, in all your works and all your ways. And then it says to profess their faith in God, right? So that's just an example. But you can do that in different scenarios or situations, right? So that was number 1, renouncing the attack or attacker and professing your belief. Why the second part is important, professing your belief, because once you take out one thing, you have to replace it with another. Or that thing or something worse is going to come back and fill that place. Hope that makes sense. So whatever you take out, whatever you renounce, whatever you demote, whatever you starve, you have to replace it or fill it with something better. Got me? Okay, bien. Number 2, instead of arguing, this one really got me too. Instead of arguing, march forward and keep focus. Pause. I didn't even give y'all the topic. The topic is, excuse me, y'all. Don't engage the distraction. These points will make more sense now. Don't engage the distraction. Do not engage the distraction. I'm going to tell you how I got to that in the 3rd point. So the first point was renouncing the attacker and profess your belief. The second one is, instead of arguing with your distraction, with your enemy, with whatever is trying to take your mind, trying to take your focus in your mind, instead of doing that, march forward and keep focus. Now, side note, sidebar, okay? Un ejemplo. Y'all remember like in school, in like elementary, middle, whatever, high school, if there was somebody who was distracting you, they're talking to you in class while the teacher is talking. And something that I remember teachers telling students, if there's somebody bothering you in class, talking, whatever, distracting you from what you're supposed to be learning right here, just don't talk back to them. Pretty soon, they'll get tired of talking to themselves. So number 2, instead of arguing, right, march forward and keep focused. The last one, to my example, number 3, don't pay attention to the voices. Do not pay attention to the voices. The voices in your head, the voices of naysayers, the voices of people who trying to bring you down, the voices of anybody saying something negative on your vision, on your dream, on whatever you got going. Do not pay attention to those voices, aka don't engage the distraction. Do not engage with it, because by engaging with it, it is actually now taking your time. And time is the most important and most valuable currency we will ever have, because you can never get it back. You cannot get time back. So if you spend it by arguing, by debating, going back and forth with something that is not going to prosper you, which is something that is not going to build you up, that's not going to add value to your dream, add value to what you're building, add value to you as a person, add value or encourage you, lift you up, be nice and kind to you, all those things, all those yummy things. If whatever you're giving your time to is not doing those things, it is pointless. It is destructive. It is destructive. Now, that third point, God added some stuff on the end of that. So when I got don't engage the distraction, he said, this is why. Please listen to me. Because it's not about you, but the nations you're supposed to bring out with you. Now you might be thinking, nations, what are you talking about? Latrice, de que hablas? What do you, like, make it make sense, right? Because that might sound, once again, that might sound like Christianese Bible talk. But for the people who do not read the Bible or don't know those kind of terms, let me explain something to you. Because let me tell you the verse God gave me when he told that to me. Think back in your memory. You don't have to think back that far. It's in another video. Remember when I said the verse of Joshua 1:9, be strong and have I not commanded you, be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Boom. Now, before he says that, now in this, matter of fact, it's in the book of Joshua, right? And that verse that I just said, God is talking to Joshua. Why is God telling Joshua to be strong and courageous? Because Moses, we all know Moses, boom. Joshua was Moses' servant. Moses died. The man who helped us get away from Pharaoh. The man who was leading us out of Egypt into the wilderness. The man we spent 40 years in the wilderness with, all of that. The man who was guiding us, leading us, who hears from God, was talking to us, getting all the nuggets, all the gems, all the instructions. This man dead. He died. What we supposed to do, guys? Huh? God called Joshua and said, you about to be the next one. You about to be the one that's going to take the people over to Jordan. You about to be the one that's about to walk them into their promise. So yes, I would need some encouragement. Be strong and courageous. Yes, that's why. Now let me tell you what it says, what God says to Joshua before the verse I just told you. Because what that's going to prove to you that last point that I just gave. 3 verses. Joshua 1:6-8. Sorry, y'all. It says, be strong and courageous. Now, sidebar. He tells Joshua several times to be strong and courageous. Why? Because we be needing to hear stuff more than once, okay? It says, be strong and courageous, for you shall cause this people to inherit the land that I have swore to their fathers to give them. Didn't I just say that in my last point? Don't engage the distraction because it's not about you, but the nations you're supposed to bring out with you, right? Boom. That was verse 6. Verse 7. Only be strong and very courageous, being careful to do according to all the law that Moses, my servant, commanded you to do, not to turn from it to the right hand or to the left, that you may have good success wherever you go. Another thing about being focused, it's about to be a lot of stuff that's really, really, really trying to pull your attention. Especially now that you decided in your mind, in your heart, that I'm going to focus on what I got going on right now. It's about to be mad stuff coming for your attention, because guess what? They don't want you to prosper. Huh? DJ Khaled, they don't want us to win. That's a real thing. We laugh at that man for that because he's comedy, but that's a real thing. There are people, there are things in the spiritual realm, right? In the natural realm, it's people you can see, it's people you don't see, it's things that you can see, it's things you don't see that don't want you to win. Verse 7 is telling you not to look to the right, my right, or to the left, that you may have good success wherever you go. The last one, verse 7. Verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart from your mouth, but you shall meditate on it day and night. Whatever it is that gets you going, whatever you meditate on, whatever you read, your devotional, whatever inspiration you read in the morning, affirmations, those things are good. Feed yourself in the morning with good things. Dr. Dwayne Edwards of Pencil Lewis Business College, I will never forget what this man told me. I think it was the first day that I went to Pensol. He said in the morning before, like, get good information. Get yourself good information when you get up first thing in the morning. Before you start your day, before you go all the craziness. So no social media, no, good information first. Good information that sets the tone for the rest of your day. He wasn't lying. You shall meditate on it day and night so that you may be careful to do according to all that is written. For then you will make your way prosperous and you will have good success. Point of the story. Do not engage the distractions. Don't fall for it. Do not engage the distractions. Stay focused. Move forward. Say no. Somebody needs to exercise that no word, that no muscle. What? My wrist just popped. Exercise the word no. It will set you free, huh? Yes. That's basically what I got for you. Okay. What else? Tune out the voice of distraction. Tune in the voice of God. Or if you have not yet have made the decision to have a relationship with him, all those other good things that I just mentioned, right? My last thing. And if you're not a believer in Christ, or, not a believer, I still dare you to try these methods. And if nothing else has worked and you still feel like you are being mentally assaulted, try saying the name Jesus and see what happens. Believe that's going to work. But try doing it, believing, that it's going to work, and see what happens, and let me know. I think that's it. If nobody has told you today, hoy, esta día hoy, te quiero mucho, te amo, I love you. I love you. That's all I got. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, night, morning, evening, all the things. Eat something yummy that make you go. All right, y'all. Life be life, but guess what? We gonna prosper regardless. Bye.